Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? If you're new, welcome. My name is Marcia. I'm 53 years old and I live in North Yorkshire in the UK. As you can see from the title of the video, today is my week 11 update. I am on Mounjaro, which is a GLP-1. It's licensed for weight loss for the treatment and management of obesity here in the UK. And yeah, the actual drug within Mounjaro is tirzepatide. So if you're in the US, that's Zepbound, as I'm sure you all know. So yeah, it is a really, really exciting update this week. I am honestly so happy with my weigh-in results, and spoiler alert, I have got another record-breaking weight loss this week, the highest weight loss I've had apart from week one. I just think 7.5 milligrams is the sweet spot for me right now. I am so happy. So in my weekly update videos, I talk about the side effects I've had over the past week, and then we will have a look at my weigh-in results. And I do use the Renfo scales, which has an app that goes alongside it, so that's where you're going to see the little visuals as we go through everything. And we'll be looking at what I've lost over the last week, looking at all the different metrics that it looks at within the app. I'm looking at some charts and graphs and things, and then setting plans for the week ahead. But I'm honestly so happy. I hope you've all had a good week as well. Do let me know in the comments down below how are you getting on and what your losses have been this week, any side effects that you've been experiencing, and maybe any tips and tricks that you've discovered that help with your side effects, or looking at minimizing the effects of the drug. So yeah, I'd be really interested to hear that as well, as I'm sure lots of people would. Lots of you seem to watch these weekly updates, and I've even started getting messages now saying, when's your update going to be up? So yeah, thank you so much to all of you who are popping in every week just to see how my progress is coming on. If you are new here, I do have a couple of different playlists. So I have got my GLP-1 Diaries, which is a playlist where I share my weekly and monthly updates. But I also have daily vlogs, and in there I'm sharing everything that I'm eating, giving the protein amount for my meals as well as the calories, and just a bit of my day-to-day chit chat and what I'm getting up to. So if you like kind of vlogs and things, check that out. I have got a vlog playlist as well. I'll link everything down below. I'll pop some little pictures of what they look like as well, and I hope to see you there, and I hope that you will join me and you just keep me company through my journey. It's literally the best thing I've ever done. So yeah, so a few basic statistics first of all. So yeah, I'm 53 years old. I'm 5'5" tall, which is 165 centimeters. I started Mounjaro, so I'm just getting my diary with all my notes and things on. I started Mounjaro, my first injection was the 21st of May. I did 4 weeks on 2.5 milligrams. I've done 5 weeks on 5 milligrams. And I'm now on 7.5 milligrams, and I'm just absolutely loving it. So yeah, week 11 is my second week on 7.5 milligrams. I get my injection from MedExpress. I've not had any issues with them so far. I believe they're experiencing a bit of a lengthier sort of processing time and things for the orders due to they've had a £40 discount for new customers. I have got a link down below if you're interested in that. But yeah, I've been with MedExpress throughout my whole journey, and I've had an email saying that they will support me for 2 years from my initial prescription date. So they'll see me through maintenance. So that is really appealing for me as well. So it's going to be a long journey, guys. So I hope you're here for the ride. And yeah, let's get on with this week's update. Oh, I didn't tell you my start weight and things either, did I? But yeah, my starting weight was 13 stone, 12.8 pounds, which is 194.8 pounds, which is 88.36 kilos. And my BMI at the start of my journey was 32.4. So yeah, there's a few facts and figures. So my injection for week 11 was on Monday the 29th of July. So I inject on the Monday, but my weigh-in days are a Tuesday. So last week I weighed in at 12 stone 2.9 pounds, and you remember I was just really just hoping and praying. I thought, am I going to be able to get a weight loss that's going to take me into the 11 stones? I literally can't remember the last time my weight began with 11 stone anything, so it's a long time. It's ever such a long time. So side effects for this week, there's literally been one main side effect which has lasted for the whole week, and then a couple of like little transient side effects as well. So last Tuesday, so the day after my injection, I do experience from time to time like sensitive skin, like particularly on the backs of my arms, and sometimes weirdly kind of like on my thumbs and just at the base of my thumb. It can feel really, really sensitive, almost like nervy just under the skin, a little bit like a friction burn, or if you've had sunburn and then scratched it. So it's just that really weird kind of like tingly, strange sensation just underneath. So yeah, I had that just for a day or two, and then it just kind of passes. But I think the first time it happened, I kind of ignored it. I just thought, oh, I didn't think anything much of it. But I have noticed I've had it quite a few times. So I am putting that down to my Mounjaro. And then Wednesday, true to form, this has happened for the last few Wednesdays. Just feeling very, very tired and lethargic to the point where I just literally can't be bothered to do very much at all. It ends up being a bit like a wasted day. And I just feel, I'm going to yawn now talking about it. Oh guys, but I could just be sat there and like sit like this, and I could just drop off to sleep, like just feeling absolutely shattered and low energy. It was on like Wednesday last week, the 31st of July, that I started getting a really bad taste in my mouth. Not particularly like bad breath, but just where my mouth just didn't taste very pleasant at all. No amount of toothbrushing, gum chewing, anything kind of like settled it. So it was just kind of there. And then that remained all week long. So for the full week, I've had like a really like, yeah, almost metallic-y taste in my mouth. Wednesday as well, I was really, really hungry. And yet when I went to eat, couldn't finish my dinner. I have to say, this is the first time in quite a while I've had that kind of that fullness earlier, because leading up to that on 5 milligrams, I was able to finish my dinners really and finish a full meal. So it looks like the satiation. I can never know if I'm saying this right. The satiety, feeling of fullness, is starting to sort of ramp back up again now that I'm on the 7.5 milligrams. So that was really good. And then for a couple of nights midweek, I'm weeing absolutely loads, weeing loads overnight, and there just seemed to be like a real shift of fluids. So apart from that, it has literally just been like funny taste in my mouth all week long, feeling hungry but easily satisfied. And let me just see if there's anything else. I think that's pretty much my side effects for the whole week. Now, obviously, because I do my daily vlogs, a few people have been mentioning like, oh, you're bad, like this bad taste, you're probably in ketosis. And I agree, like that, you think like we and all of that. And so yeah, wee, funny taste, you know, am I in ketosis? Well, I've had over 100 grams of carbs every day apart from one day, and on the day that I didn't have 100 grams, over 100 grams, and like some of them like 130 grams, 140 grams, so I'm having a lot of carbs. On my lowest day, it was still up in the 90s. So I don't think I'm in ketosis, because I think to break ketosis, you'd need to eat over 50 grams of carbs, and I'm well above that. But I am probably burning more fat. And so, yeah, there's just that shift of fluid weeing. Maybe there was a slight ketosis state. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. I am thinking about maybe getting some ketone testing strips. And then if this bad taste continues, I'll just test my weight and make sure I haven't got any ketones and things. But I haven't got like a pear drops breath or anything like that. So I don't think I do. But equally, I don't know if it's just maybe more to do with like, maybe I'm having that delayed gastric emptying again, like I had early on in my journey. And yeah, that's why I'm feeling fuller, quicker. Maybe just the whole drug is just working a little bit more effectively now that I'm on 7.5 milligrams. I'm not sure. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts, so do pop them down below. All right, enough waffle about my side effects. That's literally been it. I've had no headaches, nothing else. I felt absolutely fantastic. Really, really good week. I am enjoying 7.5 milligrams for sure. Yeah, I really, really like it. So on Tuesday, I got on the scales. Oh, guys, it's like, and I was just, so there's a couple of things, isn't it? It's like, how much have I lost? Have I made it into 11 stones? What's going on? So this is so exciting. I've got my piece of paper here because I've got everything written down in stones, pounds and kilos, just so that no matter what kind of unit of measurement you use, hopefully it's going to be like relevant to you. So yeah, I have lost this week. I got on the scales. Right, so last week I was 12 stone 2.9. This week I am 11 stone 13.4. I literally cannot believe it. I have lost 3.5 pounds this week. I was like, so apart from week 1 when I lost 5.4 pounds, this is my biggest weight loss so far. And like a couple of weeks ago I had my biggest weight loss then as well. So I'm just like, I just feel like I'm in my groove now. It's just working really, really well for me. I'm getting good results, minimal side effects. I'm honestly blown away. I am an 11 stone something person. It's like, look at this smile. I am so happy. So yeah, it's 3.5 pounds off. So I'm 167.4 pounds. My so the kilos, that's 75.93 kilos. And my BMI, guys, I'm nearly halfway in the overweight category, 27.9 for my BMI. Like, who am I? I'm like so happy. We had friends come round on Monday a couple of days ago that I've not seen them for quite a few weeks, and like we're really good friends, but they've moved away, and they came to visit, and I opened the door and they're like, oh my gosh, where have you gone? And it's like, I just felt so happy. So I let them, this is how, gosh, what have you done? So I told them. They're really supportive, they're really happy for me. But yeah, I am now, I can really tell the difference. But you guys, and I thought, am I going to get my 2 stone off? No, I haven't got my 2 stone off. I need to get 0.8, where am I? I need another 0.6 of a pound, and then I'll be 2 stone off, which is just like nearly 2 stone in 11 weeks. It's like, that is crazy. I am honestly over the moon, and I've had my holidays in there as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the Renpho app. So loads of you keep asking, all the links are down below, and even though I mentioned it last week, people still are asking, what app do you use? What app do you use? It looks like this. I'm going to pop it, I'm going to screen record now. Let me get this running. 2, 1. Okay, screen recording is up. So yeah, I use Renpho scales, which are a digital scale. They have Bluetooth capability, and they come with an app. So you just need to download the app onto your phone, and then just make sure the app is open. When you stand on the scale, it transfers all the data into your app. And it's just, if you like charts and graphs and like comparing numbers, is really good. So it's fine for tracking your weight. It tells you all other things as well, which we'll have a look at today as well. And I appreciate that all these other numbers, they're not going to be 100% accurate. Obviously, it's an estimation of your body fat and your visceral fat and everything. It's not a DEXA scan. It's not calipers checking, you know, your fat and things. But what it is an indicator of trends. And so it's, for me, it's motivating to see the numbers changing. So yeah, that's why I like it. It has got quite a few nice little features on it as well, which I've just been discovering over the last few weeks. So yeah, if you look here, my weight is 11 stone, 13.4 pounds. I have set, underneath that, I have set my target weight as 10 stone. So like another couple of stone to lose. And that would probably take me nicely inside a healthy BMI. So it says I still need to lose 1 stone, 13.4 pounds. I wasn't sure about my target body fat, so I've just set it at 25%. So it says I still need to lose 12.2% of my body fat there. Okay, so that is that bit. You then scroll up, and then underneath there it says, like where I put 30th of July, where the setup button is. If you press that setup button, you can look at previous recordings on your scales and set something to select a date in which to compare the most recent numbers. So I've set it to Tuesday the 30th, which was week 10's weigh-in. So that's set there, and then you can come back in, and then we'll have a little look at this section in a minute, and that'll just show us the comparisons of how I've done from last week to this week and how those things have changed. Scrolling up here, here are all the things that the scales will measure. So there are 13 different things there: weight, BMI, body fat, fat-free body weight, subcutaneous fat, visceral fat, body water, skeletal muscle, muscle mass, bone mass, protein, BMR, and metabolic age. And then if you click where it says details, that opens this bit up. Oh my gosh, so I haven't actually checked this. When I first got these scales and my very first weigh-in, I had 9 of my statistics were not up to standard, and only 4 met the required standard. Last week I had 8 not up to standard, so I've got something else this week has gone into the acceptable range. This is really good. Ideally, I want all of these to be up to standard. So let's just have a little look. This is a just like a little line, and it just shows you where you should be. So obviously my weight there says it's overweight. If you click the little arrow, you can see there where I am on that scale. That's what I'm trying to think. So yeah, to be able to get into a normal weight, but the heaviest I should weigh is 10 stone 10, and that would probably take me to like a BMI of 25. So I'm definitely getting down there. I started up at the end of the red line on the obese, so I'm really happy to be working my way down that line. Again, my BMI, you can see as well, that's heading towards the normal part of the scale, so that's really good to see. Body fat, it still says that I'm obese. I've got 37.2%. So I think, right, well, what do I need to get to a normal body fat number? So 32% would be acceptable. So I've still got quite a way to go, but I'm no longer right at the end of that red line where I was before. So we're getting there slowly but surely. Subcutaneous fats, this is the fat underneath your skin, 33.4%. So I've still got a bit of blubber on me. So I need to be 26.7% to meet like a healthy number. So yeah, I'm working my way down and we'll get there. And again, I'm not at the end of that graph anymore. Body water, so how hydrated am I? 43.1%. I am nearly at a normal level of hydration. So I got a really itchy nose. Let's have a little drink of juice as well. So talking of hydration, I am working really hard on my hydration. It's something I'm trying to improve on week by week, and I'm definitely getting better. Skeletal muscle, so it tells you here the ratio of muscle involved in the mechanical system of our limbs and other parts of the body. So this isn't like your smooth muscle like your heart and things like that and bits of your bowel. This is actually the stuff that's on your bones that's helping you move. So it says there that my skeletal muscle is low and it's 36.6%. So obviously I need to be working on that a little bit more, like maintaining muscle, eating plenty of protein, doing some strength training. Oh my gosh, metabolic age, guys, this says 58. I started off at 60. A few weeks ago I moved to 59. I have just moved to 58 this week. So I'm 53, and I did read because I thought, what is this with metabolic age? And I had a look on it online, and it says anything like 5 years above or 5 years below is considered like a normal range. Obviously this wants me to get down to my own age, and it's coming down, so I'm pretty sure by the end of my journey my metabolic age will be much closer to my actual age. I've already reduced it by 2 years and I'm getting older, so that's okay. So the standards that I've met already, let's have a quick glance here. So fat-free body weight, so I mean that's pretty much just your skeleton surely, isn't it? Oh no, muscle and your skeleton. So it's everything without your fat. So if I had no fat on my body at all, I'd be 7 stone 7. I won't look very good with that. Visceral fat, so this has improved quite a lot actually. So I'm now at 11, which is acceptable, and that's like the dangerous fat around your organs. Muscle mass is adequate, which is good. I am aware, you'll see on the graph, I am actually losing a bit of my muscle mass. I think that's going to be expected on any weight loss journey, but it's just trying to minimize that. My bone mass is pretty good there, so it's average, nearly above average actually, so that's not too bad. My protein is in the normal standard, so that's good. I've got a good amount of protein in my body. And then my basal metabolic rate is good as well. So yeah, that's the amount of calories you burn at rest without doing anything. So if I was just to lay in my bed, just exist, as long as I ate 1410 calories, I would be able to maintain my weight. Okay, so that's the measurement reports. What we'll do now is let's have a look at how those numbers have changed from last week. So as I said here on that up in the pink section here where it says the 30th of July, I'm comparing that to last week. If I just click underneath there, it's going to then bring up this little bit. I only discovered this a couple of weeks ago. I really, really like it. So in the past 7 days, so yeah, I've lost 3.5 pounds. My body fat has gone down by 0.5%. So again, it's just chipping away. That's good in a week, I think. So let's have a look here. So my weight, as you can see, it was I was 12 stone 2.9. I'm now 11 stone 13.4, so yeah, down 3.5 pounds. My BMI has dropped by 0.6, so it's gone from 28.5 to 27.9. I am so happy. Hopefully next week I am going to be closer to a healthy BMI than what I am to the obese. Thing is, as long as it's below 27.5, I'll be closer to having a normal BMI, which is like amazing. My body fat has come down by 0.5%, you can see there, so from 37.7 down to 37.2. My fat-free body weight has gone down by 1.4 pounds. So what we need to make sure there is that like muscle loss potentially. So out of that 3.5 pounds I've lost this week, potentially 1.5 pounds, we'll see actually down here. In fact, you can see on the muscle mass further down, so we'll talk about that there. But yeah, it's just about, yeah, I've got a big number, but it's at the expense as well of muscle, so it's just bearing that in mind. Subcutaneous fat has gone down by 0.3%. My visceral fat has just remained the same, which is fine. That's a healthy range now. Hydration levels are up a little bit, 0.4% for my body water, and my skeletal muscle has increased by 0.3% as well. Muscle mass is down 1.4 pounds. So yeah, I am going to be getting in the gym later today. Going to get this strength training going. I'm setting up, if you pop into my daily vlogs, I'm going to be starting like a little daily accountability tick list for trying to sort of do certain things which are going to be good for me. I'll chat about that at the end of the video actually. Where are we there? So muscle mass, bone mass has remained the same, so that's good, and my protein is up by 0.2%, and it's now looking like it's in a normal range. It's gone to green from blue, so that is lovely. And then the last bit that I really like to look at is if you go to the bottom of the screen here where it says trends, we're going to pick on that and we can see what my chart looks like over my journey so far, and you can see what the trends are there, which is really, really lovely. I'll set it to 3 months, and then that sort of lets us see properly. So here we go. We've got the weight. You can see where I started at, and it's coming down really nice. You can see that middle section, which I think is really interesting, from when I was on my 5 milligrams. I did have holidays and things in there, but it's much flatter. So like the first month of my journey was quite steep, flattens out a bit, and then it's sort of coming down again really well over the last sort of few weeks. So that's my weight, always down. I've lost every single week. I haven't had a maintain and I haven't had a gain. So I've never had that in my life on any weight loss program at all. This is just, honestly, such an amazing drug. I'm really thankful to the scientists that developed it. I'm really glad it's been approved. I'm glad we're able to access it. Honestly, it's worth every single penny. Again, you can see my BMI is just coming down beautifully. It's just really shooting off now. I'm so happy. Body fat has continued to drop, so that's really good. Fat-free body weight as well is dropping. My subcutaneous fat, that's a really nice graph as well, so that's coming down beautifully. My visceral fats, this is the fat around my organs. So, oh my gosh, I started off at 14. I thought it was 13. So I've dropped down 3. So I'm really, really pleased with that one. That's good. Hydration levels have continued to increase. So I've actually brought them up almost 2%. So, I mean, I don't know how, what a normal kind of increase is, and how it'll go, but at least I can see I am becoming more and more hydrated week on week. So like the efforts, it's encouraging me to keep drinking more. I just want to see that continue to improve. I think the week I get something going the other way, it's going to be distraught. Skeletal muscle is increasing as well, which is really good. Now, this is the one that I'm really not happy with. I want to see a shift in this graph, and this is my muscle mass. So obviously I've lost nearly 2 stone on my journey, but at the start of this, I didn't have these scales for the very first couple of weeks, but from when I first started using them, 7 stone, 7.6 pounds of me was muscle. And now it's 7 stone 0.8. So I have lost about nearly half a stone, so about 7 pounds of my weight loss. A quarter of my weight loss has been muscle, which is not ideal at all. I don't know what the standard expected muscle loss is on the weight loss journey. That's maybe something I can try and find out, or if any of you know, I'd be really interested if you've got any like sort of links to sort of a proper site information, not just sort of some random just saying, oh yeah, this is okay. But if there's any sort of like proper evidence, I'd be really interested to see what the expected muscle loss is on the weight loss journey. I am going to be back strength training, which is going to be what I need to do, particularly as I'm over 50. It's so important to maintain muscle mass. My bone mass it's been a bit of a wibbly wobbly thing, but really it's not altered very much at all. So that's okay. My protein has continued to improve. Basal metabolic rate, it looks a bit dramatic on the scales there, but actually it's only varied about 60 calories over the whole journey. So I think my metabolism hasn't really been affected too much by my weight loss. So that is really, really promising. And then as we can see, hurrah, my metabolic age is finally getting a little bit closer to my actual age. So that is everything there. Let me just turn off this screen recording. Stop. Perfect. So hopefully you found those interesting. I know lots of you actually quite like looking at the graph. I used to be a bit worried about sharing it, but lots of you seem to enjoy it, and I think we've found a better way now by using this and the screen, and doing a split screen and things. I think it's like a good way just to do this part of the update. So looking forward to the week ahead. Have I got anything in my way that's going to be like impacting or my weight loss? No, I've got no nights out planned. I'm going to be at home for the week. I'm not going away anywhere on like holidays or nights away. So I shouldn't really have any problems eating well, hydrating well, getting my exercise in. So yeah, things that I'm wanting to focus on for the next week. So I will be on 7.5 milligrams for week 12. I am wanting to make sure I get at least 2 litres of water a day. I want to be hitting 100 grams of protein a day. I'm wanting to be active every day and trying to get 3 strength training sessions in each week. What else am I wanting to do? I don't know, maybe try and sleep a bit better as well, try and get a better bedtime routine, because obviously if you've got poor sleep it can raise your cortisol levels, which can then affect your weight. But yeah, good sleep and good hydration are really important to a weight loss journey. But yeah, I think hydration, protein, strength training, those are my things I'm wanting to really focus on. So I think that's it for this week. I don't know if I've missed anything out. I don't think I have. I've had a really good week. I'm looking forward to the week ahead. I'm feeling very happy on 7.5 milligrams. I do think it's kind of like my sweet dose at the moment. I have got in touch with MedExpress to see if I can stay on 7.5 milligrams for another pen. I do have a 10 milligram pen in my fridge already, which I'd already ordered, because I'm sure this is like with a lot of online pharmacies, 2 weeks after your previous injection you can order your next one, so it's really handy. So I'd ordered it just so I had it in case there was any problems, but actually in hindsight I don't think I want to go up to 10 milligrams at all. I'm having really good weight losses on the 7.5. I've got minimal side effects really. I think I've got a nice, I don't know, I feel quite good on it, so I'd like to stay on it. So it's always hard to know where you're going to be in 2 weeks time, but to be honest, I do think another month on 7.5 milligrams would be good. So we shall see how that goes. Yeah, I've emailed them, I've asked to remain on it and for them to send me another 7.5 pen out in the post. So I'll update you next week and let you know how that's going. But yeah, otherwise guys, have a really good week. I hope you're having minimal side effects with excellent results. Do let me know in the comments down below how you're getting on. Let me know whereabouts in the world you are, and if you've got any favorite foods, any favorite tips, anything, please do share with us all and chat to each other and help each other out. If anyone's got any problems in the comments, feel free just to get chit chatty and make some like little online buddies and have a support system. It can be a very lonely journey, especially if you're not sharing with any friends or family that you're on a GLP-1. I totally understand that, and people can be very judgmental and there's a lot of misinformation, particularly in the media. So yeah, but we are all here. This is a safe space. We are all friends. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all in my next video. Have a great week, guys. Bye.